There's only two things in life that you can control: your effort and your attitude. You're either going to dive right in or you're going to stay in the shallow end. In this life, are you going to sink or are you going to swim? Welcome to the My Turn podcast. It's your boy HoodRich Carlton back at it again with another one, baby. Relationship Wednesdays. You already know the topic is communication between black people and white people, and in your relationship if you're in an interracial relationship. So, for those that are wondering what that's like or what some of the struggles are on one side, the black side, the white side, I feel like I understand both. So, I got some topics. I got three main points that I want to make. So, before we get started, like the video. I got to start being more stern with y'all too. I already know. So, listen, guys. When you're in the establishment at your job, you're with people of the other race, black people, white people, people of all types. And right now, I'm talking specifically from if you're loud or if you're on the black side. Your tone matters. Okay. I'm loud. I know a lot of y'all are loud too. And just because I'm loud don't mean I'm angry. Okay. Look, we're not fighting over here. We're good. But what I learned is that when you get in a confrontation with white people specifically, the moment that your tone gets high, they don't hear what you're saying. They only hear your tone, and that's intimidating for them. I mean, I've been around some white families that literally don't yell. They don't yell. I'm like happy in the morning. What's going on? Yeah. I had to, turn it down a little bit. You feel me? I had to channel it. I've also learned that with my wife. We get in disagreements and I say, "Hey, no, I'm just passionate." But she doesn't hear that I'm passionate because my tone is high. So the moment that I started just taking a deep breath, letting my shoulders relax, and just talking like this, my point, I was heard. Just because I was more loud didn't mean I was heard. I actually was heard when I lowered my tone. So when you get in confrontations, you want to have these tough conversations with white people or with people of different mindsets of you. I've learned that lowering your tone helps you substantially get your point across. Point number two, and this is taboo. And I learned this, just growing up in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. My stepmom is white, so I was around a lot of white people there, which is good. But see, sometimes it even sounds taboo to say white or black people. It's almost like black is a cuss word nowadays. And I don't agree with that. It's like you can if I'm the only white guy at Enterprise Cars or only black guy at Enterprise Car Sales, and there's three Alexes that work here. I mean, if you don't come in and say, "Hey, I'm looking for the black Alex," then I mean, that's on you. My office was right up front. "Hey, I'm looking for the black Alex. I know there's three of you." Because if you bought a car for me, I told you there's three Alexes here. And my last name was Carr. So last name Carr. I sold cars. Come on. Like, it's the black Alex Carr. But topic number two. My point is that your job title matters. And I think right now, and I don't know where it came from, but it's taboo to really talk about your money, your salary, your investments with white people. But when you have conversations with them about 3 minutes in, you're getting the question like, "Well, what do you do?" And it's not a bad thing, but you get that question, and I think it's a cultural thing that the job title is tied to status. I mean, and I could be wrong, but this is just my general opinion because, I can go around, 50 dudes, at anywhere else, right? And, they're black and like we don't even talk, nobody talks about their job. No one talks about their job. We're talking sports. We're doing all kind of stuff. And what your title is at your job does not come up. No one asks. If you're happy and you're getting it, then it is what it is. And again, guys, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing because it's not. But it's just when you're communicating with white people, you just have to understand that these things exist. And it doesn't make them bad. They're not trying you, but that's just how sometimes they break the ice to get to know you. I mean, black people can really walk up to anybody, be like, "Man, what's up with you? What's going down? You good?" You know what I'm saying? Hey, or it's your boy AC. You what's good? Yes, sir. What's going on, big shooter? I see ya. I mean, black people kind of have a confidence to them that, like, I think sometimes people envy, or sometimes they wish they had that, and you just have to understand, like, the perspective, because the third point that I'm going to make is they're not as direct as you're going to be. Your 1/5 direct is their 100 direct. Okay, guys, like, just it's the message is not going to be direct. Okay, it's just going to come, what I'm saying, with a whole bunch of fluff McGuff, and that's not a bad thing. I'm telling you guys, because they don't want to say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing, and now their job is in jeopardy. Like, they have kids, families, and I'm speaking if you're like in the establishment, if you're at work. I ran into a lot of I ran it I had a manager that I didn't really communicate well with, and you meet some people that are incredible redirectors. I mean, you say one thing this way, you say like, "Hey, I'm asking you, you know, if this happened." Like, well, see what I'm saying, you took it here, and you know what I'm saying? And that's a really good question that you ask. Kind of how it's set up, and then you're like, wait. Did the question that I asked even get answered? And then you feel kind of silly, like, is what I'm saying even a big deal? And then I'll take it a step further in saying that even if you do say something and it does get up to somebody, I mean, what are they really gonna do? Are they really gonna break protocol and do all these extra things to help you, or are they just gonna get somebody to replace you? Right, guys? So you gotta just be very tactful if you are gonna go that route on how you do it. Because going in there with a loud tone, and you know your performance has been bad, and you've been showing up 6 minutes late every day, like, you might not be the one to go up there and start trying to voice an opinion. Okay, okay, guys, let's get to work every day on time first. Okay, guys, I'm not perfect. So, that's all I really want to tell you guys today is, when you're communicating with the other race, right? Especially in relationships, your tone matters, and they're not as direct as you. Another thing I